Hello everyone, it's me, Eljabar the Ghoul, and I'm back with another game. I would be playing that Susan game, but I am so lost. I don't know where to go. So today we're going to be playing a visual novel called Devil's Door, and I am excited. I love visual novels. Okay. So I like the music already. New game. This game. Everyone, take a look at this content warning. This game contains depictions of violence, blood, gore, and disturbing imagery. It also contains sudden and disturbing audio and the use of foul language. Player and viewer discretion is advised. So if you guys are disturbed by any of this stuff, please don't watch this video. I'm a little weird at disturbing audio, so we'll see. But what name shall we call you? Eljabel. We're gonna call it Eljabel. Eljabel. Eljabel.
I'm so happy to talk to you.
Ooh.
I've been waiting to meet you again.
Have you?
All this time watching you.
That's not creepy. That's not creepy at all. I like your eyes though.
I want to be with you
Ooh.
soon. You'll be able to join my world
What does that mean?
soon.
I like the voice acting though. Okay, let's start this. Let's do this. I have a nice cute room. Ugh. Another day waking up to a dry mouth and a dull headache. I lay an arm across my face, blocking the glare of the sunlight from creeping through the windows ahead of me. Why don't you, close your blinds? I always close my blinds. Unfortunately, do you even have blinds? Oh, answering my question. Unfortunately, I still hadn't gotten around to buying curtains or much of any decor for that matter, considering the bare state of my new room. Looks like you have plenty of decor to me. That's right, my room. I guess I still couldn't believe it. Just a month ago, I was living 2,000 miles away from here, back with Mom and Pop. It was finally time to pack up for college. Instead of choosing the local state university, I decided to listen to my adventurous side and left to attend a small rural college instead. It wasn't particularly prestigious, but it was in my budget. Prior to this, I really hadn't spent time away from my family all that much. We were tight-knit, and it's not like I wanted to get away from them either. I just wanted to see if I could do it. I wanted to prove myself. That was it. I wanted to see if I could live, work, and study independently from my parents. I can't. I mean, they always supported me well enough when I was still a child in their eyes, and it only became more apparent the more I grew up. So here I was, making it work here in the countryside town for once. I still don't know if I had made the right choice. A notification sound interrupted my thoughts. Let's answer it. I reached out to grab the noisy object, but just as it was in my grasp, the rings proceeded to keep repeating again and again. The frenzy of back-to-back calls told me all I needed to know about the caller. Ash. With a tired groan, I pushed myself up to get decent. Any minute now, the little devil will come Pick
up your phone for once.
Ash, you're cute. Barging in, I sighed, unable to feign excitement toward my uninvited guest. How about I do that after you learned that spamming my phone with calls won't make me any more likely to actually answer?
I'll consider it. If you consider throwing out your wardrobe and setting it on fire.
Oh, you're...
I mean, is that really what you wear to bed?
I'm going to sleep. No one's going to see me. I huffed and pushed past it to grab a fresh shirt from the closet, suddenly embarrassed in my band tee circa 1960s. Or maybe you should get some proper taste in music one of these days.
I was just kidding. I actually like that band, the Kinkies. It's just too easy to pick on you sometimes.
The Kinkies. Really hearing her words, I smiled softly before turning my back towards her and looking over my shoulder. So, can you get out for a minute so I can get dressed already?
What? You mean I don't get a front row seat to see you in all your glory? Talk about a ripoff.
Oh, I should be reading.
You can't be serious.
You can't be serious.
Where is your costume? It's Halloween, dummy. You think I dressed like this for shits and giggles?
Looks like I just figured that was how you always dressed. Well, I really wouldn't put it past you. And newsflash, we're 19, Ash. I think it'll be fine if I don't show up to my college class in clown attire.
That just proves how you know nothing about this town.
Elderbell. I scoffed. Yeah, like, you know everything about it? Moving here a few months before me doesn't really give you an expert certification or anything.
4 months is plenty of time to collect evidence. Especially in a spooky place like Marbrook.
Spooky? There it was. Evidence. Ashley and our daily lives living in Marbrook like some detective game. Since meeting her, I've had to listen to my fair share of conspiracy theories about the town and all the people here. Sure, the townspeople are pretty closed off, as if they had been living happily in their circle and any visitors were less than welcome. But that didn't mean they were all loonies. I often try to convince her to be less judgmental, especially since both our families came from big cities. I mean, that's how it is in the country, right? Taking things slow was to be expected. At least, that's what I read on iReadIt.com. I read it. That's funny. Too tired to push back, I simply nodded along and said, "Yep, aliens, werewolves, such and such."
Suit yourself. Just know, I'll be ready with some silver while you hide away in La La Land pretending it all doesn't exist.
Ha! That's even more incredible. How's a 10-foot slobbering monster with razor-sharp teeth and claws gonna be scared off by your grandma's necklace?
Anaphylactic shock. They're allergic, genius.
Oh, like how are vampires allergic to garlic? Got any proof of that besides the great tellings of your campy romance novels? A knock on the door caught her off for next rebuttal. Just a minute, just changing. I made a gesture reminding Ash she needed my privacy, and she left with a sigh. After changing into clean clothing and freshening up in the attached bathroom, I opened the door and sat on my bed. Ash came back in with another person at her heels. Oh gosh. Miss Moore, you're hot.
Keeping it up, I see. Love your costume.
Aunt Moore came in dressed in a classic navy blue button-down that tied at their waist. Oh my god. You're so hot. Her hair was wrapped up in a polka dot bandana that announced her costume identity quite plainly. As an independent woman living and working by herself in the countryside, Rosie the Riveter's flair worked more to reveal my aunt's inner self than masking it. Aunt Moore beamed with that compliment and bounced excitedly.
Really? Oh, yes.
You're so pretty.
I am so happy it landed. I love your costume too, Ash. Go Smashers, right?
Her words trailed off and Aunt Moore's brows started to knit together upon some realization.
Ashlyn Garrett Mayfield, is that a cigarette in your mouth? In my house? Well, Miss Moore, it's just bubblegum. I gotta stay true to the character. Authenticity is everything.
I couldn't imagine a more fitting scene between these two. Between Aunt Moore's rash conclusions and Ash's bullheadedness, the two of them made for a high-strung match and made in heaven.
Oh, alright. 10 points for Ash. You can redeem them for a donut on me sometime. No probs, Miss M.
They may have been two basket cases with more than a few holes, but they were the closest people to me here in Marbrook. Once my parents found out about my desperate attempt to move out to the city, they pushed me to consider the Rift Valley Institute, the college I currently attend. Aunt Moore, or Ardrena, as Mom called her. Excuse me, honey, sneeze. Hold on. Okay, I can't sneeze. It's gonna come in a second. Was an unwed sister living on the old farmland that father had bought a while back. After meeting my father, Mom moved to my hometown and built a life where Aunt Moore started working as a rancher. Wow, Aunt Moore, okay. Since then, she scored a few entrepreneur deals and has been living pretty comfortably by herself. The free-spirited lifestyle she lived along with her eccentric manners kind of made her the black sheep of the family. In a way, I think sending me out to her was a way to keep her close and help keep my living costs low.
Well,
Eligible.
aren't I just riveting?
Oh, stupid. The most riveting. You're the most riveting river to have ever riveted, Auntie.
Your sarcasm.
Huh? I smiled at Moore's positive energy, helping me ready myself for the day.
Well, I don't see your costume. You should get ready. I have some jack-o'-lantern pancakes made downstairs. They're getting cold as we speak. You too, Ash. Actually,
Algebra here doesn't have a costume
we have
set.
class in an hour too. Well, all that means is we got a trip to be making. I'll pack the pancakes to go.
Oh my god. Aunt Moore hops down the hall and I hear her singing all the way to the kitchen downstairs. You know, I wish people treated Halloween like this at my age. I mean, I don't like partying. I don't know. I sighed loudly. I guess we're doing this. Can you give me a few to get situated? I've got this headache that won't leave me alone.
Again? Isn't this like the third week in a row? Are you sure it's not your blood pressure or something?
Or a tumor? Yeah, I had a checkup at the school infirmary that told me that much at least. I think I'm just having a hard time with sleep. Residual jet lag or something.
I mean, we don't have to go. Hell, we can ditch class altogether. It would be a good time to eat through the horde of snacks.
Oh my god. Does she maintain an innocent expression? I smiled at the sincerity in her voice. Between the Illuminati rabbit holes in her rants about how Alexa Walkerson had to be a demon in human flesh, it wasn't often you find Ash acting sentimental. Don't worry about it. I'll get over it soon enough. I'll ask Aunt Moore for some ibuprofen. We've got some pumpkin-flavored pancakes to get to, after all. I could have sworn her face got a shade or two more red, but Ash looked away before I could get a good look.
Is that how you interpreted it? Pumpkin-shaped pancakes came to mind instead.
But even better. Is she like all hot for Mrs. Moore? Because me too, Miss Moore. As Ash left the room, I made sure I looked presentable for the day and brought along my wallet and backpack. We had just under an hour to finish costume shopping to make it to our history class. Being late to Miss Ellsworth's class is definitely something not something I wanted to do. Partially because she was a rather strict teacher and, well, other reasons too. All ready to leave, I closed the door behind me and headed to the nearest Hallows Town store. God, I need to sneeze, but I can't sneeze. The Hallows Town store wasn't far, and the three of us made a fun ride of the short trip. Pumpkin shapes, pancakes, and I cannot sneeze. Oh my god. Up upon entering, I was reminded why I wanted to avoid Halloween altogether. A dramatic origin played as I passed around senses of animatronic skeleton, its arms reaching out to grab me. I stepped through a maze of nuclear green spider webbing and caution tape only to enter a field of zombie crates, and we hadn't even reached the costume section yet. Eerie music echoed from the speakers as I coughed past multiple fog and smoke machines. Oh, why is everyone so enamored with Halloween? I couldn't understand. You suck. Halloween is so fun. I love all the spookies. It was the same every year. The decorations were ridiculous. There was rarely any actual meals to be had, and it resulted in one of the greatest abominations Earth had to offer, candy corn. Yeah, candy corn kind of sucks. I couldn't help another sigh and push forward, hoping to get this done quickly. Losing my footing, I stumbled back into a rack of scythes and bloody axes, knocking one of them over. Ugh, and this. The ever-constant need for all the people around you to come up and scare you as if they were paid to do so. Of course, I could only expect as much from Ash.
Got ya, didn't I? Your face was perfect. Oh my. That's some special Jack in the Box, isn't it? Look at all these decorations. Maybe I should have gotten more for the lawn.
God, you're so pretty! Straightening the display, I bumped into. I watched the two women in front of me explore the aisles of latex masks and plastic weapons, clearly delighted. Alright, we've got to go here, people. How about I start on this side and you pick out a few looks that would fit?
Of course. The costume's on me, since we hope it dragged you out of bed for this. Anything specific in mind? Ooh, how about dressing up as a hobgoblin? Here's the mask. Look, there's green.
Gross!
This guy's pimples.
Ew. I held back my gag as Ash demonstrated, squeezing lumps of joy like ooze out of the mask. You'll love this sound. The vicious substance pops onto the tile floor, pulling at her feet.
Well, I should.
Why? Ash doesn't get to pick any. How about that?
Alright, fine. I'm guessing you want to play it safe, right?
I just want something that's not gonna embarrass me, honestly. Besides, there's only so much costumes left, looks like.
Are you planning to go trick-or-treating?
Oh, I love trick-or-treating. I haven't gone in years.
Knowing Alexa the Scare Queen, she'll probably invite you to some rager where everyone gets smashed and you all bark on each other before midnight.
That sounds like it sucks.
Rager, huh?
That sounds awful. Don't worry, Aunt Moore. Ash is just exaggerating. I don't think anyone's planning to get that wasted.
Well, just know I want to keep the two of you safe.
This music.
Please call me up for a designated driver if you need to. Wow, Miss Moore.
Same.
That's so cool of you. I was in college not too long ago. I remember.
Oh,
what
her
you
wig.
said.
Oh my god, she's so hot.
Just try to stay out of anything too risky. Fox News says Halloween is the most dangerous night of the whole year after
Box
all.
News.
According to your grandmother, that is.
Box News.
You mean like visiting the house on the other block?
Oh god.
The one with the recluse who only does his shopping through Rainforest
A
Prime?
Rainforest Prime. Ash thinks the house on the end of the block is haunted. Like the guy doesn't really live there or something.
You ever seen him?
Well, no, but that doesn't mean he doesn't exist. Ugh, we're getting off track again.
Right. Well, let's get going. Meet back here. in
She's all
10.
bouncing. She's so cute. What costume do I want to wear?
Here's the roundup. Which side do you want to pick first? You know, for leftover costumes, these aren't bad.
Okay, we're gonna go left. Devil Queen. I'm liking the Devil Queen.
Here's the roundup. Which side do you want to pick first?
I'm really liking.
No, for leftover costumes, these
I'm really liking that Devil Queen. Oh, I'm not a bro.
Here's the
Okay, I get it. I really want the Devil Queen. She's so hot. I like the Devil Queen. The alluring gothic gown is adorned in tiny metallic sequins that glisten under the light. This design's dramatic and dark look drew me in, and the horn clips on perfectly. I smiled at my choice. Got the sexy choice, honestly.
Ready yet? Class starts in 15.
I stepped out from behind the curtain, all dressed and unexpectedly excited to show off the threads. Yeah, more whistle while looking me up and down.
I think we've got a winner.
God, I love you.
You look.
Oh god, she's gay. Me too. Yeah, more is beaming as she comes in the close to make small adjustments to the fit. Meanwhile, Ash seems to suddenly find the lights particularly interesting. Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have come here if it weren't for you. And Aunt Moore, are you sure about the costume? I bought my wallet along.
No problem. I wouldn't have offered otherwise.
Ash is shy, pucks my ribbon, clears the throat to the side. Oh my god, she loves me.
Hey, wait. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Oh god, I love you. Obliging her request, we stick to the changing area as Aunt Moore heads for the checkout line. Oh,
So,
I love you.
you know how everyone seems to like you better than me?
Oh, what? Ash?
You know it's true.
That's so sad.
I just wanted
Oh,
to make sure
baby.
you wouldn't ditch me. I mean, Alexa's probably gonna invite you to some party or whomever.
Oh, baby.
I just don't want you to leave me feeling like a loser or something. 'cause I think
Oh,
I'm
baby girl. I love you. Ash, you shouldn't even be thinking like that. Look, wherever I go today, I'll make sure to drag you along, okay? What, do you need me to make a pinky promise? Softening, Ash reaches out her hand to meet my own. Oh my god, I'm in love with you. Her dainty figure wraps around mine and she smiles once more.
promise, dummy.
And I just like that Ash is back to herself, insults and all. By now, Aunt Moore is all finished checking out and waves us from the exit.
In case you've forgotten, we gotta get you two.
Oh my god, I love you. We're in love. Quickly finishing our checkout, Aunt Moore, Florence Rift Valley, and we barely made it on time. Let's save. Spanish. Fin. Second wave in 1918 influenza pandemic. Oh, look at that. That sucks. Sounds like something else. I count it as a blessing that Mrs. Ellsworth's class didn't even begin until 11. I'm sure as other students did so too, considering her rather brutal punishment policies. What?
Class has started.
Oh god, but she's hot too.
Now, who failed to complete their reading assignments last night? Fess up now and you'll only receive a 20-point reduction from your grade.
What a brat. As beautiful as she was, Eldor's cold demeanor wasn't at the scruff even the most ardent of suitors. The room went silent until a single hand was raised. Benji. He stood up and made it to the front of the class.
Yeah.
He's hot.
I tried, Miss Ellsworth. I just just think 100 pages was a bit harsh.
Benji Wild, typically a top student from what I gathered. He was one of the few freshmen being groomed to join the varsity football league and was pretty well liked. His family was even quite well off and lived in a mansion up from the hill. Problem was, every now and then his mouth would get the better of him, like now.
I mean, not to put down your judgment. I've got Mr. Alvarez's 50 pages, and Mrs. Potts' English test today, too. The day before Halloween, no less.
Bro,
It shouldn't be common practice to swamp us with work like this.
bro.
Especially before a holiday we're helping our families with.
Honestly, what was it with Halloween in this town? Was it really such a big deal?
I doubt anyone really read all the pages. I didn't just look up
Sparker notes. Closing the history textbook in her hands, Elvers kindly sat down at her desk.
This is just like you.
Who's Alexa? I don't like her. She's not.
Fucking degenerate.
God.
Just take the loss and get on with your life. Stop trying to get everyone else in trouble because you can't handle getting a shit grade.
She's a brat. I don't like her. Oh boy. That was Alexa Wakerson. A complete hothead with way more power than any single student should have. As an up-and-coming tennis star, chief of the yearbook committee, and daughter to be the superintendent of the district. Daughter to the superintendent. I'm sure she could get any student expelled if she wanted to.
Seriously, Alexa? Wouldn't that costume be like banned for your kind? Huh, I never knew you wanted to be someone else so bad.
If looks could kill, Benji would be at the bottom of a ravine. Alexa was practically seething with anger now, and the entire class held our breath for what was to come. Surprisingly enough, Alexa caught herself in half, calming herself down.
Well, it's pretty unfortunate that you were born without manners, class, or
What a brat.
Suggest that you're still trying.
I don't like her.
How about you just stop and accept who you are?
What a jerk! The audible sigh left Miss Ellsworth, no doubt from contemplating her regret over ever choosing such a profession. Both Alexa and Benji took the cue to sit back down. From her desk, Professor laced her fingers together and gazed at the class with menacing eyes.
Let me open up this discussion to the whole class.
She's like, I like
Do you
her.
think it's fair I assign so much reading?
I thought about it. Though I had managed to finish the reading, I didn't blame Benji. Miss Ellsworth was notorious for assigning insane amounts of homework. Ash was getting a failing grade too. I go preparing myself for what I was going to say. Oh god, I'm so scared.
Looks like I'll have to take your opinions into account next time.
Ooh.
As for today, Mrs. Potts seems to be setting a good example.
What? No! No!
You're right, Benji. I don't know who really read the chapters or not. So how's about a pop quiz?
Oh my god, I hate her. The class collects me on and turns glowing daggers into Benji's skull. I reassigned to my fate. I spent the rest of the class scratching my head at half the questions of Mrs. Ellsworth's pop quiz. This couldn't possibly be worth more than 20% of our grade, right? Oh, I didn't have to do it because I'd feel stupid. I really don't know if I did well on that test or not. All I could do was leave it up to the Scantron gods, I guess.
Considering the defeated looks on your faces, I think we all have learned
You're
a thing
such a
or two
bitch,
today.
but I love you. Yeah, that you're a complete slave driver.
Taking into consideration your feelings towards homework,
She's gonna give him more homework, isn't she?
I won't be assigning any tonight.
We love you.
I do hope you'll all have a lovely night celebrating the festivities. I certainly will.
What does that mean?
Stay safe, class.
What does that mean? Miss Ellsworth leaves the class to go to our own devices with the coy smile that had my heart skipping a beat. The professor might have been some sadistic fiend, but that didn't deter her from her femme fatale manner. In fact, it only flamed it. She's so hot.
Alright, guys.
I
I'm
want-
gonna come up and apologize. I shouldn't have said all those things to Miss Ellsworth and get us all punished. I'm sorry.
Benji stood up and looking like a lost pup, his ears practically drooping. I'll forgive you. You're forgiven, Benji. Just don't do anything that's stupid next time.
Oh, I knew you would forgive me.
My name's Elzebel.
You're the best.
Oh. Benji came in and threw his arms around me, his warm embrace as warm as a furnace. I feel like my face heat up. I pat him on the back, a little frozen at what to do. He releases me with a heartfelt smile.
Nice costume, by the way. It suits you really well.
Oh, thanks. I thank him with a friendly smile for gathering my books. I can't help but notice his expression changes something akin to disappointment. Bro, I don't like you. You're
So obvious, Benji.
poor Benji. Alex picks her way to the crowd of exiting students, her angel wings knocking down books and flyers.
Well, I retreat to move aside.
Oh my gosh, she's such a bitch. Preparing for another verbal match between the two, I sit back down and remove myself from their range. Aggressive as ever, Alexa slides Benji's paper aside and places itself on my desk. Benji just sidesteps her. God.
I've got Mr. Alvarez's class up anyway. But my family's hosting a gathering tonight, if you want to come.
I don't want to go to
See
Alex.
you there.
With one last toothy grin, he casually flicks one of Alexa's fake wings and shuffles off.
Now that mongrel is out of the way,
You're such a jerk.
how about you take me up on my invitation?
I don't like you. I don't like you. Combing her hands to her hair, Alexa watched me with a cute wonder as if gazing at a plaything.
You know, as the new kid, you've been drawing a lot of attention lately.
What about Ash?
So you'd be perfect at my party.
God, I
Come
don't.
to the Drifted Springs condos at 11.
The chair in front of me leans in her eyes, piercing and hypnotic. You're a brat. I felt myself sink deeper into my chair as if all the muscles in my body are being soothed into a state of ease. What's going on? I blinked and the moment was gone. Alex was still hovering over me, anticipating an answer. No thanks. No, but thank you, Alexa. I think I might have plans ready for tonight.
Alright, well suit yourself. Just know that I'll be in my best. And if you decide to come by, the door will be open.
Just, I don't like you at all.
Oh, and one more thing.
Grabbing onto the fabric of my costume, Alexa pulls me in close enough for me to breathe in the fruity scent of her shampoo. What is she doing? This is so homoerotic. Blowing a kiss within just centimeters of my face, Alexa leaves me at a loss for words, and her giggle as she releases me to plop back against me into my chair. What'd she do to me? By the time I snap out of the trance she's left me in, the next bell has rung and I'm left with only Ash there. Her face is pinched in a peeved expression. Wordlessly, Ash packs up her bags and heads for the door. But I catch her hand as she's leaving. Ash, just let me explain. Her bubblegum cigarette has fallen to the floor and I feel her tremble in my own. Suddenly tears well up in her eyes. Oh, her heartbroken expression catches me off guard and I freeze not knowing what to do. I don't like her. I don't like Alexa. Ash snatches her hand with my grasp and runs up. Ash, come back. I love you. I call back to her, but she doesn't look back. Sighing, I look up at the clock overhead. I'm already 5 minutes late now. Guess I'd better head to class. I couldn't process the events that just occurred all within minutes of each other. Just what was that? The remaining classes went by smoothly, with the exception being that I never saw Ash throughout the rest. Oh, this is out of Oh, all I wanted to do was apologize and set things right with her. But she wasn't answering any of my texts. I didn't know where to look next. Come on, Ash. At least let me explain. It wasn't as Ash and I were dating or anything, but ever since my first week in Marbrook, she had been enthusiastic in her attempts to get along with me. At first, I thought it was just Aunt Mara being close to her parents that pressured her to spend time, but the more I got to know Ash, I realized she was just lonely. She probably felt so ostracized from this rural town where the people had their own cliques and secrets didn't care to share with anyone. I sighed, checking my phone again for any replies to the messages I had sent her. Nothing. Alexa, I don't like you. Ash, where are you? I raced across the grounds, growing more anxious with every lead turned cold. The day deciding it was best to take her home next, I sent her parents a text to tell about my arrival. It was even by the time I arrived at Ash's, the neighborhood porch lights flickering on and sync. Ash's parents replied they were out of town again. They were supportive parents from what I could tell, but had to leave for work often. I knocked on the door politely, hoping to see Ash, though still unsure of what to say. There was no answer, and it didn't look like anyone was home. Ash's bedroom window was dark. Where could she have gone? Marbrook stores and businesses all but shut down for Halloween, with everyone so outdoors in festivities, so there weren't many places she could be. I thought the typical hangouts I'd find her at: the craft store, a guitar center, or a pet shop. Oh, I love Ash. I laughed quietly to myself. I'd never met someone so spontaneous as Ash before. Someone who just randomly ditched history for the sake of petting some puppies. The weight in the pit of my stomach grew heavier at the thought. I closed my eyes, recalling the events that started this whole mess. Alexa's being flirtatious as usual, though she took it to a whole new level today. I don't like her. Honestly, I couldn't even react in the moment, and that just led to Ash's tears. Ash, baby girl! I've never seen her cry before. Oh my god, baby! And in the moment, she took her off so quick I didn't even notice. I just needed to find her. If only to know she was safe. Gathering a list of checkpoints in my head, I headed to the park to continue my search. Oh, baby. I love the music. Oh, kitty! Baby. Along the trail that led to the park, I met a friend meowing softly beside the hedges. The familiar black cat gazed up at me in the perfect recognition. Not long after moving here, I often crossed paths with this cat and started feeding her when I could. Strangely, she would always coolly reject any cat food and go straight for whatever lunch I had on hand. Of course, with the small of those things, I didn't blame her. How are you doing there today? Halloween working out for you? Set on my destination, I continued my stride as I turned to stroll. She turned to stroll alongside me. Following me, huh? Well, I'm not sure you want to do that. Luck doesn't seem to be on my side today. I smiled at the irony. According to superstition, black cats are unlucky by default and were to be avoided at any cost. Thing is, my luck went sour way before you came today. As if she understood, the graceful feline meowed at me in response. Hearing the situation, I decided to keep talking. Yeah, a lot of things happened. I got roped into a few too many plans and hurt the only real friend I've got here. She might not even talk to me after this. I sighed dejectedly as we rounded the corner to the park. I looked around to no avail. Finally giving in to the need to take a break, I collapsed into the stone bench, searching since the time class ended left me exhausted, and by now the last remaining gleams of sunlight were escaping past the horizon. My feline I love kitties! My feline friend joins me, transfixed on my reactions. I laughed under my breath. You know, if I were to lose her, I don't know what I'd do, but here I am, not even able to keep searching. Should I try to send one last message? Just one. I said I had to try one last time. Texting Ashes to stay safe and call me back when she could was all I could do now. The rest would be up to her. I bite my lip in frustration. The headache I had been nursing since this morning compounded tenfold and ringing in my ears erupted my incoherent thoughts. Ugh. Fuck. I cursed in pain. While running around for half the day, I had clearly neglected to hydrate and pace myself. Black dogs raced across my line of vision. My feline companion nestled a step closer, attempting to comfort me as she watches my pain rise. I'm gonna die. Every second that passes, it all grows less and less bearable, and I laid back, hoping to calm my body down. I passed out before my head even touches the cool stone. I straight up died.
Darling.
Who's this lady? Let's save.
My darling.
It's just so horny.
You're in pain.
Excuse me. It's not okay.
It's all okay.
It's not all okay.
I'll make it go away.
God, you sound so creepy.
Just you wait for me.
Who are you?
We'll be together. Soon.
What does that mean? You're so creepy. Where am I now? Gradually waking up, I groaned at the aches in my back. The stone bench was close to freezing now as chills of cold wind blew by. My feline friend had left and the moon was already peeking through the clouds. How long was I out for? Straining myself up with the heat, I checked my phone. 10:44. Low battery and 3 messages. None of them which were from Ash. Great. All my efforts today were in vain. I had promised Ash to spend Halloween with her, but had little hope of fulfilling that now. Should I just go home? I wondered if that would be worth it to catch any of the invitations I was given for the night, considering my state. I was still in my costume after all. Sighing, I had to at least head back closer to home. Baby! I was blocked by a resident black cat making yet another appearance. Squatting down to meet her gaze, I smiled gently. Sorry, bud. I don't have any snacks today. Looks like I really messed up, huh? Her dark red cut blended in the shadows yet underneath the bright eyes stared back at me intently. Baby, I pet her softly and leaned into my caress. And she leaned into my caress, half tail dancing as she purred. As I moved down to stroke her paws, I noticed something wet coating her fur. Blood? What? I stared at my blood-stained hand incredulously, allowing my trigger for any injuries. But she suddenly leaps up just outside my grasp. Shit. Sound in mouth with my phone, the glass screen clacking. What the heck? I lunged for her, but she died as easily. What is going on? Pivoting, she sprints down the avenue with me close behind. What the heck is going on? Why is she eating my phone? I'll close up to grab her before she dives on an embankment that caused me to lose my footing. I'm gonna die. Tumbling down an unfamiliar road, I cut my knee open to hear a bump. Ugh! Pain to me. An agonized cry escapes. Breathing harshly, I scooped to find any signs of life. A clue to where I was. A signal for help. Somebody! Help! Hello? I need help! Only the darkness answered. Sucking in a deep breath, I pushed aside the pain and heaved myself up. Sharp grip beneath me digs in my palms. Somebody! I need help! I called out until my voice grew hoarse. Bleeding, broken, and drained, I couldn't even drag my body forward. It was all I could do to continue surveying my surroundings for a sign of respite. Guiding my wish, saw a pair of lights make the way towards me. Here! Demonic lights? I'm scared. Desperate axe in my hand. Ugh. I wake up aching. Wait, I made it. I could feel everything. The cuts, scrapes, and bruises scattered across my body. The burn from my broken ankle, but pain meant I was alive. I had miraculously survived. A crooked laugh escaped me. Where am I? Rolling myself over, I looked up towards the dawn sky. Orange hues and blood-red clouds blinking in the expanse above. No, I died. Before me, a red sun engulfed the horizon. I choked back a sob in disbelief. This couldn't be right. Shaking that, I put myself up from my feet. Strange. My body was so clearly beaten and bruised, but I was able to stand up just fine, as if my body was weightless. I looked up towards the direction of the call. You killed me! You were the one who got me here! I stared at the cat, frozen, able to take in all that was going on. She waved her tail listlessly, waiting. As if spellbound, I followed. Oh, guys! Okay, it's one from the beginning. Reaching it and that word, looking me into the black cat spread me one that's good for jumping forth. Through the door. I gasped, only open mouthed. This all had to be a dream. I'm dying. That's right. Like the bizarre voice I've been hearing in my sleep. Maybe a dream, a gateway into my subconscious, right? But in that case, there could be anything behind that door. I hesitantly brushed my fingers across the brass handle. Should I? Do it! Do it! Do it! I drowned in that slow breath and steeled myself for what was to come. I'm so scared, guys. What am I gonna find? Ooh! The door stood open with ease and I was presented to a grand, expensive Victorian-style foyer. Large windows in center bathed the space in its scarlet luminescence with delicate items were displayed along the walls. Was this someone's home? No, you're in hell, bro. You hurt Ash's feelings and now you're in hell. I didn't hear any voices but heard light steps coming from above me. Hello? Excuse me. No one answered, but the repetitive steps were getting louder. Stepped forward on the flickering blue lights of the chandelier. I make a masculine voice calling from a flight upstairs. The words are hard to make out. From my post, I watch a man descend the stairs. You're kinda good looking. I stand in the balcony waiting to catch his attention. The man's gaze, purposely transfixed in the shirts, met mine. Caught off guard, he coughs and grabs the railing to steady himself. Who are you? Are you a werewolf? Confused at what to say, I mutter out an apology. I'm sorry. You left the door open. And the uncomfortable silence passes. The man clears his throat one more time. Oh, God, you're hot. A beautiful woman gracefully glides in from the next room. Her long hair is woven into a braid that cascades past her knees. It's a style I don't see often. God. She ended it with a nod and acknowledgement.
It seems the cat has dragged me someone out of interest.
Who are you?
Perhaps you should see what they want.
Sir, God, you guys are a hot couple. He seemed to take note of my costume. Who are you? I try to concentrate on the conversation, but the dull ache interrupts, the start of another migraine. What was this? These two people I didn't know were just casually talking. It wasn't like many of the dreams I had before. Excuse me, I just need to know what's going on. Where is this? Can you tell me? The man sighed, bringing a hand up to massage his temples. What? Humans? Can you just tell me who you are? Human, he must be a werewolf, and she must be a vampire. My vision is giving me trouble. Maybe it was the lights? And what does she mean, collect my thoughts? Actually, I just want to know where this is if you don't mind, ma'am. I've actually bowed my head a bit. This woman looks so regal in her dress and manners that I guess I couldn't help it. I'm gonna die. I saw. Someone started complaining rips to my skull and I squeezed my eyes shut, wincing. I can hardly see anything, can't feel anything else but the pain. We're gonna save about when I die. Breathing raggedly, I just cradled my head until the ache started to dissipate. Ew. Oh, I thought she had a big nose for a second. They're demons! As I came to my bird vision shop, revealing a entire different scene in front of me. Where are those horns? This man whom I judged previously with pale skin is rummaging through a box of children's toys, intent on finding a particular item. I gasped, reeling back. After waiting for me to recover from the spasm of pain I experienced, the man finally stands up. I have to respond. Meeting my gaze, he finally answers my question.
I think you know who I am.
You're the devil. You're a Lucifer. I did. Gulping, I pressed forward. I needed to hear it. So, just tell me. He gives out a long sigh.
I'm just a man preparing for his son's first birthday.
What? I didn't understand any of this. A birthday party? Today is your kid's birthday?
Of course. It's mine too.
As if something had caught his eye, he makes her a dash across the room. Finally, find out what he's been looking for. He holds up the object proudly. A baby bottle? He presents it to the woman he happily stroking her lower back in a loving manner.
Here it is, honey.
My thanks, darling. I'll prepare the candles now.
Oh, what's going on? She returns the way she came to, brightly reminding to detect the aroma of potpourri. I don't get it. What was this dream supposed to mean? The strain from my thoughts bring back an ache in my head. I struggled to go along with the conversation. Both of your birthdays all on the same day? Isn't that a little strange?
Is there a day more fitting than the very day of the dead?
What's going on? I'm gonna die again. The pulsing ache was taking over again. I bit back a pained groan.
Oh, must be the residual memories flooding back.
What does that mean?
Give you a minute.
What does that mean? Did this die? Another damn word spoke. I needed over from the onslaught of information pouring into my consciousness. Oh god. That's right. I knew it. I died then. The feeling of having my bones being crushed and my flesh being eaten. There is. This is sick. This sucks for her. Shaking now, I look back up to the devil in front of me. How come she went to hell? Is it because she hurts Ash's feelings? Just what happened to me? What was that thing? I bent over, staring at my hands. What am I now, a ghost? I don't want to be a lost soul. How do I get back? How do I get back to my life? I couldn't help myself from raising my voice, shaking with thunder, but as if I had struck a chord, the devil began to grow fangs in his sharp horns darkened.
There is no turning.
Bro, I'm so sorry. I don't want to die. That can't be right. I need to get back. He only sighs, mumbling under his breath.
Reject.
Look, I just need to help me. I'll do anything.
What I can do is bring you a second life.
That's so sweet. Amongst us, I struggle to I want to be a demon. That'd be so cool. You don't mean a monster like you?
Truly, humankind's insurmountable plight. Millennia gone by, and your own still.
Bro. I felt a prick where it drives as he said those words. Well, you are a monster, and how do I even know you're not like the other one? The one who ate me. Despite how worked up it was, the devil has answered me evenly.
What is a human?
It's woo. But I'm a good person. I only made Ash cry. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm barely 19. I don't deserve whatever this is. What did I do with
Always thinking about your plans, deeds.
Falling my fist, I stare at him defiantly.
What made you believe they have any meaning after death?
Bro!
Well, you You've been vouched.
I'm sorry, I just vouched for.
So, let's make a deal.
The red-skinned man turns to and humps himself leisurely. He pivots back with a laugh and bright eyes.
I need you to come back, Candy. Just
Oh,
you can manage.
Candy. Amused by my lack of adequate fear, the devil dips into one of the many doors of the banner before returning.
Every moon, rituals.
Oh,
To celebrate my day of remembrance, hold a competition for the ghouls and
I'm a ghoul. I'm a ghoul. Oops, I hit my mic. I'm sorry.
living souls to feast on.
Oh. Ew. That's gross.
Give them one of these.
Ooh. He holds up what looks like a treat. The wrapper crunches. I take it in my hand. Its grim is a severed eyeball. A living soul? So what was I holding in my hand was the life of a person? Is this some sort of sick joke? You're telling me you play a game every year just to kill people? My body shook with anger. I grinded my teeth with those candy clutched in my left hand. Undeterred, the devil briskly walked behind me toward the front door.
Sign my favor.
Bro. The music's really cool. Turning and unlocking my gaze. With an extended hand, he smiles widely.
A deal.
Let's do it. We're gonna kill someone today. At my nerves, I shake his hand, sealing our contract. The moment I do, I feel that the palm of my hand is seething burn that sends me to my knees. Cackling devil watching me writhe in pain and delight.
Glad we can come to an arrangement.
Relinquishing my hand, I stared hard at the blood outline. Ew.
Oh. Just be taking it back.
Reverting back to his original rescued appearance, he waves a clawed figure in the air and with the candy with the blink goes back in his grasp. Lightheaded, I stumbled to my feet. So, I did it. I made your deal. Now where do I get this candy from? The devil gets the excited start of the orchard to shove.
Oh, it's just like the program. Cup of sugar.
What?
Now, what's the fun in giving you all the answers?
With his magic, he flings the rope inside my body out involuntarily.
Oh, you should know. Our deal expires by dawn. Happy trick-or-treating.
Well, I guess this help isn't going to get out of him. Turning to my surroundings, a harrowing realization comes over me. Waking up earlier, I was so disoriented that I hadn't taken the time to look around me. This is my neighborhood. I thought it was all a dream. It was kill Ash! Considering the tender mark in my hand, it's just gonna be that case. Regardless, I had a new task now. One I could afford to fail. So where do I start? The devil said these cannons are given to people who sacrifice other humans to him. Who were these people? Did I know them? Setting myself on more, I questioned my thoughts. No, I banished the thought from my mind. She was the kindest soul I'd ever met, and I've seen her almost every holiday since birth. There's no way she could be it. Then Ash? No, not her either. She'd only been living here since a few months ago. He said the ritual was only for Halloween. The town of Marburg. I could give away Alexa, because I hate her. Think, who could possibly be evil enough to do such a thing? Alexa. Alexa. I hate her more than the teacher. This was it? It's not like I had my phone detector recalling the details of anything. I need to find out more about the people in this town. Anyone? Good, no, just do Alexa, because she sucks. Scare Queen. I took a breath. How am I supposed to do this? I cursed. I was a lost soul now, right? What did that mean? Clearly, I was able to touch and feel objects and pain. So I wasn't a ghost. I could talk to the devil. But could normal people even see me? I gotta save. A moment passes before the door opens. Dumb bitch. Her breath caught at the side of me before coolly slipping into her youth musical again.
My. Look at you. Now I see why you ditched my party.
I straight up died. She steps in for a close look and is examining my body for injuries. That meant, you know, and you can see me? So wait, does that mean you're a monster too? I felt my heart rate picking up. There's no way Alexa could tell I just died if she weren't one of them. I stepped back. I was suddenly seeing her in a new light, as if a switch had been flipped. Then those were wings, the horns, then her eyes.
I'm a succubus.
He's a succubus. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's why she's so flirtatious. So that was it. I was going to school with a succubus. A demon hiding in human flesh. I had never taken Ash's theory seriously. Hell, I don't even think she did, but she was right. Alexa Wilkinson was a demon. Alexa Huff obviously growing impatient with my frantic but silent reaction. Even in the situation, I couldn't help but marvel at how true to character she was. I'm sorry, no one taught me how to deal with learning my classmate is a succubus, Alexa. It's not on the curriculum, last I heard. My sarcastic remark engages her.
You don't know how lucky you are that you came to me first.
Excuse me?
I only prey on living souls.
I struggled with the meaning behind her words.
You have no use for me now.
I only fuck living souls because it's succubi do. But for the
As for the others,
so there's a smile across from her lips.
let's just say there's some out there still
I
waiting
kind
for
of
you.
want a little whore. A cold ran up my spine. You mean there's others like you? Worse? Unfazed, she carries on.
Of course.
I let the weight of her words set in. So not only did I have until dawn to find these candies, but if I wasn't careful, I could potentially come across another monster happy to eat me. Again, I shook at the thought. Squinting my eyes, I willed myself not to push to return my memories. Look, Alexa, I don't know how it happened, but I made a deal with the devil. When they could give me another life, I just need to collect these candies. Oh.
Satan did that for you?
Satan.
Whose bed did you sleep in to get that kind of a deal?
Shaking my head, I kept on. I just really need your help, Alexa.
Well, I don't have any, if that's what you're wondering.
I exhaled, slumping. But, oh.
I have a few ideas who could.
That's my gaze, see her smiling. Alexa, thank you. I don't even know how to go about this. I need to get it done by dawn. Do you have a map?
Let's see.
Did she just leave me? She probably just left me. Oh. The raven-haired beauty obliges, returning the crudely drawn map of our neighborhood with 4 marked houses. So these are people who might have won Satan's game, right? I couldn't believe it. Just reading the map made my stomach clench. Alexa, you can't be serious. You don't remember...
Did you remember you're the one asking me a favor? Right?
She was right. By the looks of it, she didn't even have an ulterior motive to do so. So, why? Why are you helping me, Alexa? Is it really...
Is it really that surprising?
Keep reading it as myself.
Maybe it's because I like you. I believe it's this thing called kindness.
But you're not very good at that. A laugh escaped me. Even if this most circumstance, Alexa, people was able to make me laugh. That can't be right. I'll expect the bill for this to come later. Cross...
Cross my heart.
Remembering I have a deadline, I thank her again and turn to leave.
Oh, and good luck.
Despite her reassuring words, I knew I needed a lot more than luck to survive the night alive. I mean, I'm already dead. Oh. Was this custom cardstock? I said, putting those thoughts aside. According to this map, there are only 4 places I can go to. The large S must have stood for Satan. It's no wonder I'd never gone over there, considering the place is completely blocked off by the riverbank. Just 4 possibilities. I needed to make them count. Where should I go? I want to go to the cottage. I decided to head out for the cottage near the forest. I want to see a hot monster. Aw, looking at the door in front of me, I scoffed. Alexa must have been intent on wasting my time. A heart-shaped wreath, really? Nonetheless, knocked on the door, expecting an elderly retiree to greet me. No answer. Undeterred, I took his forward to knock again. The blind shuffled just for an instant, a lock gazed at the pair of eyes peering through. With a blink, they're gone. Then a voice calls out from the other side of the door. Bitch. Confusedly, I put my ear to the door. No. No way. I had a mission. Maybe if I try a different approach? You know, I'd love to go on about my day, but a certain guy sent me... Satan? Satan? Oh. Oh, is she a little goblin? That's funny. Out comes a tiny green skirt, maybe 4 a.m. at best. She wakes me with an annoyed expression. Where's what? I scratched my head, not knowing what I had got myself into.
Satan sent you without my money?
She's a little goblin.
Been on the red since spring. My forge is not a charity.
I took a step back. This one clearly had a temper, and the force behind her growls was only growing. Shaken by the sun changing of voice, I'm in knees buckle, and I wonder if giving up right now would be the best choice. I go think about my options. I will get it. I'll get you your money.
You will?
Yeah! I will.
Fine. Then I'll hear you out.
Thank you. Where do I start? I'm looking for these candies. They've got little eyes in them, and I wanted to see if there's any chance you had one.
You mean like one of these?
Ooh! She holds up the exact item in question. Yes, that's it.
What do I get for it?
My love. Focusing on the engraving that made up Minnie's blacksmith supply. Minnie? That's your name, right? She doesn't nod but doesn't deny either. Look, Minnie, I will do anything for one of those. Ooh.
Then it's agreed, human. I'll give you one in exchange for your servitude.
Really? Sure.
I need an assistant in my work. For this, you'll be my servant for 2 years.
I'm accepting. It's not like I had much of a choice anyway in my predicament. Fine, I'll accept your deal.
Good. Here's what you want.
She hands the kid to me and I feel a wave of relief wash over me.
Here on out, show up to this house every day at 6 a.m. You break your promise, human.
The door slams shut before I could get another word in. I smiled regardless. I did it! Now I could get a second chance, resolving myself to face it when I head back towards his manor. Bro. My heart is beating in anticipation. I breathe slowly, gearing myself for another meeting with the devil. I make sure to knock this time. I'm once again greeted with the warm lights and a whiff of potpourri. If I hadn't known who the owner of this manor was, I might have mistaken it for a happy family's wintertime chalet. I only agreed to be someone's slave. Bro. I'm so scared. I hand over the candy to his open palm. In seconds, I'm overwhelmed by a surge of revitalizing energy as it crushes before my eyes. I hadn't noticed I'd lost.
How about you head upstairs to supper? So eager to see.
Oh no! Oh no! I can see it coming. Ash? The walk-up was long. Satan told me to go upstairs but not to which room. The grand manor stretched out for a corridor seemed endless. In fact, I couldn't imagine inside to even be possible what was with the square footage of the house from outside. It led me past several doors, all of which were locked. I figured if the devil had the intention of leading me to a specific place, the door would at least be open. So I kept on checking all the doors my way. Finally, I reached the door at the very end. It was unique in itself, cut from a dartwork and built with a crystal-shaped doorknob. My curiosity piqued. I carefully opened the door for something inside. This was like a notice the smell of lavender that clung to the air. Reminded me of the Naughty Day with Aunt Moore. The first I did it to the wrong after all. I scanned the various items on the bookshelf with a feeling around for a light switch. A musical box with jewelry items and stuffed animals. They were all items that could be found in the little... I thought the devil said not a daughter. What's going on? What's going on? Just like before. Oh, not this lady. If I'd put up my feet, wouldn't budge an inch. Go, run. No matter how much I willed myself, my body wouldn't move. Couldn't move. The fear I had of swallowing me whole, leaving me to die yet again at the hands of this unknown monster. Oh, not this lady. What? Was it talking to me? I watched and fixed her eyes. The monster began to move. Began to morph in front of me. What was this?
Since the very
I like her. From the darkness came a red-eyed girl. Her grotesque figure seemed more human as she spoke. Her fangs, a tail, and a third eye, and her haunting voice. Like the one of my dreams. Who are you? I don't understand. Who are you? How did you... I clutched my head. The ringing was coming back. Another one of those headaches I had been getting ever since I moved here. No, that wasn't right. It was ever since... You're... Oh, she's hot. What? I don't... Oh my god, Rhea. I like you. This? None of this made sense. Why? Why would you do this?
Don't you see? It's all you.
I'm across my peripheral. My phone. You were the one who killed me. Pond kind of noticed her hand was wet and cold. Struck in pressure for her. I can only watch the container of the metallic blood into my skin.
Saving
What are you talking about?
pain. I know what it's like to be hurt and feel lonely.
Bitch.
But you'll never have to feel what
I didn't. I just...
because
Well, I enjoy spending time with her. She's really hot. You're hot. You'll be here for me, but I have friends and family. I need to be with them.
no.
I thought I accepted. I'm declining.
You don't have to worry about that.
She'll kill me if I do anything. You'll take care of everything? Somehow it didn't seem so bad. Maybe it was because of after I'd been through, I was simply tired. Maybe I didn't care anymore.
All that's left will be us.
Oh my god. All that's left. I began to relax, breathing out the stress in my body and letting it go. That's right. Who would want to fight this anyway? This girl, whoever she was, had this all for me. It was too much to fight. It was all too much. I guess staying here wouldn't be too bad after all. Bad end together forever. I got a bad end. That was so fun. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Squiddy! Let's see all the characters. Ash. Oh, Ash. I know that guy. I'm. Oh my god, that bro. I am mutual with him on Twitter. That's awesome. Congratulations, bro. Cool. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you.